Hey everyone, this is Daryl Andrews, Coach D, and just coming to you with a quick sort of a message I think that will be helpful for those of you out there that are job seeking, for those of you out there trying to build businesses, whatever capacity you're trying to build a dream or a goal or an objective. Just want to share something with you because people like me who've been doing the work we've been doing for decades, we interact with a lot of people and we see a lot of patterns. And one thing that has been extremely helpful to me, as many of you have known over the years, is my relationship with a gentleman that many people know by the name of Dr. Miles Monroe. And one thing that Dr. Monroe would talk about often is the mindset and or the paradigm people have in certain stages of their lives. Because keep in mind, our lives are building blocks. We don't, for one, we don't have forever. Hey, Eva, how you doing? And for one, we don't have forever. And the second thing is this, we have phases. You almost can look at your life as chapters in books. You got chapter 1, and then you got chapter 10 and chapter 15, and we all have different chapters and, in our lives. But one of the primary anchors to our ability to move forward is past situations and past circumstances. And one of the most dangerous places that a person can land in their lives is allowing past circumstances to dictate future outcomes, especially if they're negative. Now, if they're great and good, then, God bless you, keep on keeping on. But the reality is, for most people, that's not the case. Most of us are so trapped by past experiences that even when a great opportunity presents itself, we miss it because we're looking at that great opportunity out of the lens of a past experience. Happens in relationships. Somebody have a bad relationship, then a great relationship right there in front of them, and they can't see the good in the person because they're too trapped in the past relationship. Or a great business opportunity presents itself, or a great job opportunity, and then people start thinking all bosses are negative. And that's not true. All bosses are not negative. Not all people are negative. But the reality is people are trapped in their old way of thinking or their old experiences. So my mentor, Dr. Monroe, said something that was really powerful. He said this: it's a tragedy to be preoccupied with the past at the expense of the future. You might write that quote down because that's quotable. It's a tragedy to be preoccupied with the past at the expense of the future. Let me tell you something. Behind you is all the stuff that happened. In front of you is all the possibilities of the future. Man, that stuff, you can't do nothing about that. That already happened. That's already taken place. That's the stuff that comes with our lives. But what's ahead of us, man, that's unlimited. That's unlimited possibilities, unlimited potential. But the tragedy is most of us spend so much time back there that we can't. Matter of fact, I'm sitting in this chair, and so I'm going to show you something. So when I turn around and I look this way, I can't see you. And all you can see is the back of my big old head. But when I turn this way, I can see you. I can't see you, of course, in the fact of seeing you. But the reality of the matter is I can, say something, you can see me, and then we can interact. But if I turn back that way, you couldn't even hear me that well. Probably my voice would be muzzled and can't really hear much. So I'm just saying this. One of the things we have to do as people in pursuit of goals and dreams is we've got to paint a picture of what we want in the future and put together a plan of action to get there. And part of that plan of action is analysis of past hindrances that prohibit future outcomes, and I tell folks all the time, like, I'm in the people business. And sometimes this is really hard. You got to forgive people for some of the foolish things that they did to you in the past. And you're not forgiving them so just to let it go and act like it didn't happen and it may still hurt. You're forgiving them so that you can get set free. I mean, I sit up here sometimes, man, I think of some of the stuff that people have done to me in my past. I mean, some real bad stuff. I don't want to go into all the details. But if I spend my entire life all right, and angst and anger, who loses? Like that person could go on and they're not probably ain't thinking about you no more. You're not even on their radar screen, their purview or anything else. But you have allowed that past circumstance to anchor you to that. And now you got all this in front of you. And don't take advantage of it. I'm going to tell you something. That's a really sad place to be. Now, some of us need help. Some of us need coaching. Some of us need mentorship. Some of us need a good book. Some of us need a good seminar. But the point being, whatever it may be, if you're anchored in the past, get help. Because there ain't nothing worse than looking up and you 40, 50, 60 years old with that dream that you said at 20 that ain't manifested yet. Because you're so busy holding on to the past. Time is moving on. Now, I'm telling you this, that not that I'm perfect at it, because I made some mistakes too. But the reality of the matter is, you need to have a future-centric life. Enjoy the great memories of the past. Embellish in all the great things that may have happened, fun and neat things. Try to dispel the negative. Dispel the negative and think about the future. I'm going to tell you something. I mentioned my mentor, Dr. Monroe, again. I'll quote him one more time. And this is what he said. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? This is what he said. He said this. Vision, here's another powerful quote. Vision is going into the future, grabbing your dream, pulling it into the present, and beginning to work on it. Man, you need to write that one down. That's powerful. Vision is going into the future, grabbing your dream, all right, bringing it into the present, and beginning to work on it. All right? It's powerful stuff, man, when you think about it. Like I think about, I'm a Christian. I always think about the scriptures. In the scriptures it says, before the foundations of the earth, I knew you. It's almost like you were destined. When people tell me you're born and destined for greatness, that means that before you even showed up on the planet, there was a plan for you. There was like a strategy for your life. And then, again, using scripture, the Ecclesiastes says to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under heaven, which means that there's a purpose under heaven. That means that we're here for a reason. We're here for a purpose. And so when people say, I don't have a purpose, or I don't know why I'm here, nobody cares about me. Who cares what people think? What do you care about yourself? Man, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I learned in my field, in my space. I speak and train all over the world. I just got off a webinar with a bunch of people from all over the country. And I do this all the time. But the reality is, I ain't worrying about what people think about me. I'm not worrying about what somebody did to me 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Man, I'm thinking about what kind of father can I be to my children that are here now? What kind of future are we going to have? What can I do to better myself? How many people can I impact this year? You know what I mean? We're already set up to impact thousands through training and coaching. It's already set up, done deal. More opportunities coming in every day. But I'm like, man, that's what I'm focusing on. I'm not focused on what somebody did to me 4 years ago. I'm not focused on what somebody did to me 3 days ago. Man, that is such a waste of precious energy. Focus on the future and what you can accomplish in that future. My friends, I'm telling you, it's just worth it. It's not, life is too precious. Hey, Bernadette, how you doing, my friend? I just with some of your people in with Nordip, we just had a workshop on motivating WIOA youth, and there were some folks from Workforce Solutions, not your group, but a bunch of the Workforce Solution groups were there. So, but right now we're just talking about the quote, and that is, "Do not be." Hey, Wendy, do not. Listen, it's a tragedy to be preoccupied with the past at the expense of the future. If those of you, because I see a lot of my friends in workforce development are on here, man, tell it to your people. You know what I mean? Like those folks who lost their job and they still trying to hold on to that old job. You know what I mean? What it used to be. And say, no, man, if it doesn't work out, if that job never comes back, who cares? Find a new job. Find a new opportunity and say it just like I'm saying it. Hey, Larry, what's going on, man? My man, that's it. Man, find a new opportunity. Come on, don't spend our entire time. My man, Larry, I mean, man, I've been at Verizon a number of years, but I remember y'all, man, good people. And so I'm just saying, don't be preoccupied with the past, y'all. It's back there. Look, I'm pointing. It's back there. Think forward. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'll scare you if I sit there and tell you vision I have. Oh man, it scares me thinking about it. And I ain't trying to surround myself with people that are scared of it. I want folks that understand that vision is one of the most greatest things that you can have because it gives you hope for the future. You know what I mean? It gives you a belief in your potential. It gives you an opportunity to think beyond your wildest imagination. It gives you a chance to stretch yourself into a point where you can see things that even internally you say, who am I to think this way? Who cares? Think that way anyway. Why can't I have that job? Why can't I accomplish that goal? Other people have done it. Why not me? So what am I saying? Coach just trying to inspire you. I love this little thread I have that I just get on every now and then and try to inspire people. But today I just feel so compelled to say Dr. Monroe's quote. It's a tragedy to be preoccupied with the past at the expense of the future. Listen to me, my friends. Don't do that to your children. Don't do that to your family. Don't do that to your grandchildren. Don't do that to people who love you, man. Focus on that future. Don't let that junk from back there hold you back. You see what I'm saying? I do this thing with young folks where I'll have them, talking about this, I'll have them, like in pursuit of a dream. And I'll have them I have them like try to turn around and go back to that dream, and I yank them and pull them back, and they're trying to go back, and I yank them and pull them back. I said, no, you go forward. And I want to give them a visual of you don't want to go back there. Why are you going to go back there? And I show them it took energy for you to go back there. I even do this with adults every now and then. And so what I'm saying is, my friends, it's right now we live in the most challenging times in our history. Millions of people are out of work, and I'm coaching and working with all of them. There's a lot of Bernadette, a lot of your workforce groups, the Workforce Texas and a few others and South Plains contracted us, man, to do motivational workshops for dislocated workers. And man, we're doing these calls and we got these folks on fire. We got them on fire because I'm saying, listen, this ain't a bad time. This is a good time for you. Because guess what, man? A lot of folks sitting home chilling with them checks. Get busy and get out there and start going after it. There's all kinds of jobs out here right now. All these other folks out here chilling. Man, please, man, forget that little old check. Go get it. Go get it. There's bigger opportunities out there. Now is the time. Not 3 months from now when all the checks run out and everybody rushing to get something ain't going to be the time. Do it now. Stop looking at what happened a few months ago. What's happening right now in your future? What is it that you want to accomplish? So, listen, thank you all so much. I love my work. I work with organizations. I've been again. A lot of my workforce teams know who I am, workforce development, education. I do a lot of work education. Corporate, we do some work over there as well. A lot of individualized coaching. That's my website that I'm putting up here, coachdspeaks.com. Take a look at our work if we can be of help. A lot of my workforce groups as well as education groups have been doing a lot around even equity. We've been doing a lot of, training and getting people on board with systems of equity. It's just, I love this work, man. I'm telling you, I got a great team of people around me who we just work together and encourage and motivate and inspire each other. Pierre Campbell, many of you know, leadership expert, good friend, like a brother. Rachel Revel, who's doing our time management work. She and I are doing a time management workshop tomorrow for the Garden State Employment and Training Association. And so I'm just saying, man, we love this work. We're trying to make a difference. But you can see by my style, I try to push people out of their own comfort zone, man. Get out of that stinking comfort zone because life is too short. I've written several books and I'm writing a few more. And I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I always think about by having the discipline to write these books, if something ever happened to me, my children will always have something to remember their dad by. What if I would have said, I'm going to write a book and I never wrote it? Then they, passed and they ain't got nothing tangible. I mean, I got all kinds of books. I got this, Reinvention, the Pathway to Job Search Success. I got The Purpose Living Teen Lives to Give You Teen's Guide to Living Your Dreams. I got How to Find Your Passion to Make a Living at it. I got The Parent as Coach, Developing a Family Dream Team. I got Believing the Hype, 7 Keys to Motivating Students of Color. I'm working on God Work as we speak. Man, I'm telling you right now, boy, I'm going to tell you something. When you pursue your dreams, not only is it going to benefit you, it benefits all those around you, but you can't pursue anything back there. You got to go here. So this is Coach D. Daryl Andrews. If I can ever be of help, reach out to me. We do personal coaching. We do a lot of training and development. Man, we're doing so many virtual training programs right now. It's beautiful. I mean, we just are inspiring organization people all over the country. Thank you, Eva. I know you participate in some of the work we're doing, but we do it because we love this work. Tell other folks about us. Don't keep us a secret. My work is pretty much all word of mouth. And, we're here to serve. So take a look at our website if we can be of help. You see our LinkedIn page. If you're not connected with me on LinkedIn, connect. And listen, don't let what's back there hold you from getting to what's there. There's a scripture I love that says, press towards the mark of the prize. That means there's some work to go after your dream, which means you got to press a little bit, put the time and energy in, surround yourself with people who going to believe you. Those folks that got stuff negative to say, I'll catch up with you next year. We ain't hanging. I'm not hanging with you. I got time for that. I love you. I pray for you, but I'm not letting those words penetrate my mind. Too busy. Staying focused and surround yourself with some folks that's going to stretch you. Some of the friendships I've been making, man, I'm telling you, man, we are just stretching, pushing. I want people that's going to push me, make me a better person, better man, better father, better husband, better business person, better person in ministry, because I do ministry work, all of it, coach, all of it. I want to be stretched. So I don't get offended when people tell me things about myself that's going to stretch me. Sometimes folks get offended when you try to make them better. Sometimes people got to tell you things you don't like about yourself so that you can improve. Yeah, I'm smiling when I say that, because folks nowadays want to be placated. Some of us need to be pushed. I don't need no placation, man. Push me to be my best. Push me forward. Don't drag me backwards. Thank you so much. If I could be of help, please reach out to us. Take care.